everybody?
Hey.
Welcome to Nerd Alert. Right off the bat, Kyle Robert Drew, or I think I know him from Facebook. Kyle Drew,
Nice.
thanks for the follow. Right before we kick off the
Sweet.
episode, really appreciate that, Kyle. Welcome to Twitch. Welcome to Red Nebula Pictures Friday talk show. Nerd Alert. I'm Dan.
I'm Misty.
And we got a pretty packed
Yeah.
episode this week. Without further ado, yesterday a bombshell was dropped. We were expecting to be watching a new episode of Gotham, and then the Facebook news feed hit that not only do we have 2 episodes of Gotham, now I couldn't fit the whole poster right here. Not only are there 2 episodes of Gotham left, but it's in a month. Humping Batman is not part of the poster.
That's why I'm laughing.
But as you can see, if you look up the full poster on the internet, just Google Gotham final 2 episodes, and this poster will come up. As you can see, they're not fucking bullshitting around. On April 18th, we are going into the Batman part of Gotham, but these are
last 2 episodes.
Finally, last 2 episodes, we finally get to see some Batman. And then there's also that show Pennyworth, which we just saw a trailer to. That dropped just an hour ago, and we couldn't fit it into the show, but we'll watch it next week. It's going to be on some app or channel I've never heard of before. Epics, I've heard of them. They usually do like this. I want to say they do like the special events in or they used to in the movie theaters, like the Epics events. You would go to the movie theater, you'd buy a ticket, and it would always be like a musical or an orchestra or something. And I guess now they have their own channel and their own app, because now this Pennyworth show is on there. And again, the trailer came out about an hour or 2 ago. We didn't have time to put it in the show. But Gotham, 2 episodes left. Kind of a short season.
I'm kind of speechless by this because we didn't know they were going to break for a whole month.
That's another thing that I want to bring that up. But first things first, I was expecting like a 24, 25 episode season like we've been getting.
I thought that there was going to be much. I mean, freaking Batman kid has come a long way. Bruce has come a long way.
Yeah.
But
he's not muscular, but he's tall.
But there's like a huge jump, I feel, between where he is now, where we left off at the most recent episode, and like putting the cape and cowl on.
So that gets us to the next subject. These last 2 episodes start April 18th. That's a whole month. We just went with you, Gotham, on this whole last season. Wasn't there like a week break before I Am Bane? Yeah, there was a week break.
At least one.
There was at least 1 week break from I Am Bane, and let's be honest, the I Am Bane episode had its own trailer and everything. It's probably the last episode of its kind to introduce a villain in trailer form. It was kind of a letdown. We had to wait an extra week and then see it, and it was kind of just like this Christopher Nolan, it was just like, Christopher Nolan. And the episode itself was disappointing. Now you're going to leave us on that for a whole other month, and these final 2 episodes, the only way. They must know something we don't. They must know something. These 2 episodes must be freaking, like, amazing.
And this is a 2-parter.
And
right?
it's a 2-parter.
2-parter. Maybe we like go forward in time.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe we go forward in time.
Batman, more like Badman. Are you talking about humping Batman in the corner? Because that is not a part of this poster. I just want to reiterate what's up, puns. Welcome.
Yay!
We've got plenty of
just a fun
stuff we're talking about today.
Oh,
we're just busting Gotham out of the way right quick. Because we got so much cooler shit to talk about. A lot happened this week.
I thought of something else.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. We're talking about this.
No. That's
Batman.
Okay. It's just
I was thinking too that these 2 episodes are going to be a flash forward. That would be the only thing to me going. If I have to wait a month, I want to see 2 episodes set in the future. Freaking, I don't want to see Bruce get into the cape and cowl. I want him to be in the cape and cowl, and you can show me flashbacks. That's the only way to justify to me that I gotta wait a month to see because it's already killed the momentum. You announce it's going to be a month. It's killed the momentum. Gotham, more like got 'em. They got us for sure. We're going to wait a month.
So basically, we have 2 episodes to kind of get an idea of Bruce's footing friggin' Ivy just disappeared, so there's not really much resolution.
Alfred got his back broken by Bane, which I have a problem with that. Can I say why I have a problem with that? I don't mind throwing in the Nightfall storyline or how Bane broke, just the Bane breaking Batman's back, but I have a problem with it with its Pennyworth, unless they plan on making him Oracle. I mean, it is their own universe. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I accepted a long time ago that, hey, Fox and DC are just doing their own thing.
Yeah.
I should be a less, like, anal retentive Batman fan and just go with it.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it.
And that's
overall.
and we have 2 episodes of Gotham left. If that is the perfect mindset. If you are a Batman fan, the perfect mindset to go into when starting Gotham. Because I think this is going to be a show people pick up on Netflix, watch the whole thing, binge watch. You can't be an anal retentive Batman fan. You can't go in there with your expectation of how the story is set up. There are going to be some things you like and some things you don't like. Right now, a thing I don't like is waiting a month for the final 2 fights.
I went in expecting
that you're gonna wait a month just to be further disappointed because that's all Gotham will do to you.
That's your opinion.
No, it is his opinion, but I can't argue with it because the whole idea of just like, let's give him the whole season, wait a week, give him Bane's disappointment, now let's give him a whole month for the final 2 episodes? It kills the momentum.
It does.
And it's either a good finale or a bad finale. It's like a 50-50 shot.
There's a lot to tie up because
it's a lot to tie up.
Enigma and
Penguin.
Enigma and Penguin trying to make a submarine.
That's kind
of a lame ending for them. Like if it kind of ends on that note for them. Ivy just disappears.
It's got to be flash forwards. It's got these 2 episodes have to take.
Catwoman. I mean, so many different characters. In my opinion, to tie up.
I feel like you could explain wrapping them up more in when they're set, when these episodes are set in the future, and you just use flashbacks to piece it together. I think because that's what they did in Lost in the final season. They basically made you think it was flash forward when it was a flash sideways. But whatever, in their flash forwards and in their flashbacks, when the writers found themselves in a pickle after the writer's strike, they pieced everything together with that. Now, whether it was good or bad, again, Lost is another opinionated filled show. You either love it or hate it, and Gotham's the same way. I feel like if they did that with the final 2 episodes, just pieced everything you talked about together in flashbacks, show us Batman maybe like 2 years in, that's it. Make it 2 or 3 years later. I don't give a shit. But and then piece everything together. Both episodes better be an hour long, and one of them triggered. One of them must be commercial free. I want a commercial free last episode of Gotham.
Well, I mean, the fact that we're watching this on
PlayStation View, we have to fast forward commercials and all that stuff. And I would just like to be able to sit down, watch it, not have to press the PlayStation button. But sometimes we do watch on Hulu. But these better be extended episodes. I want at least an hour and a half finale. I want something. If I'm going to wait a month, I want the fucking time made up for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we'll let you know in a month. Guys, you got something to celebrate in the chat. We are done talking about Gotham for a month.
But, I mean, one thing that I was going to say.
So next Supergirl. No, I'm kidding.
One thing that I was going to say, though, is that if you're getting into it, like... sorry, my stomach just made a noise.
It sounded like she farted. I was about to give her the "did you fart" face.
If you're getting into it, I really haven't seen Ben McKenzie in anything, and I love Ben McKenzie because of this series. You know, I mean,
she watched the OC.
I did not.
Her best friend watched the OC.
My best friend watched the OC. This is true, but I never did. I kind of made fun of her because she liked the OC.
Oh, okay.
You know, I did watch...
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Ben McKenzie was gorgeous in the OC.
I did watch one episode, but it just seemed like a teen, teen soap opera.
Was.
And no, that was not my thing.
That was back in the days when, if you watched that show, you wore Abercrombie and Fitch sports t-shirts.
My thing was popular this TV show that Ryan Murphy created called Popular. I was like 16. That was my show. The big old. Oh frick! What's his name? Oh God! I ended up meeting the actor who played the big giant, the big guy.
Oh, from Varsity Blues.
Yeah.
Hey, he passed away like a couple
yeah.
years back.
Yeah,
he used to come up to the comedy club all the time. He's a cool dude.
I met him. Nice guy. Met him, but
well,
anyway,
from what I picked up on him,
thing
from what
that
I
I
picked
liked.
on him, seeing him at the comedy club, is that dude could party. Like, he was a pretty
Yeah.
cool dude. So anyway, and Buns just said it. Almost done talking about Gotham Forever because once it's done, nobody will remember it without constant advertisement.
We'll see.
Maybe
We'll see.
it all depends on these finales.
I want to see what Ben McKenzie does next. I want to see what Bruce Wayne. Oh, what's the kid's name? The kid who plays
God,
Bruce
no,
Wayne.
he's got one of those
forget
weird
his name.
names. Yeah, he's got a weird name. No, he does. He has a very weird name.
He has a very weird name.
It's not like
anyway,
weird.
I want to
like
see
Scoresgored or anything like that.
I want to see what the cast does next.
And we'll see. We will.
Because I really enjoyed the actors. Freaking Milo Ventimiglia was in an episode.
Oh no, he was a two-parter.
Oh,
he
it
was
was?
the was it Gore? He wasn't Gore. It was something like that.
Yeah. Anyway.
4-letter.
Anyway.
So in a
Moving on.
month we will be doing our final episode on Gotham. We've loved it. We've hated it. We've almost quit it a couple times. You're excited about all those characters.
Yeah.
I'm excited about where Monahan's Joker goes from here. That's where I want. If those are flash forwards,
Yeah.
I want to see the Joker before the end of the show. I want to see what that Joker has become. But anyway, a month. Next, we got a whole block of Marvel stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Get ready. First in the
Lots of
news,
Marvel.
Brie Larson signed a 7-year deal with Marvel just the other day. Do we still talk about Smallville? Only reason I even remember it was someone posted about it.
I never watched Smallville.
I tried to get into it back when it came on back in
Yeah.
the day, and I just couldn't.
I know.
It is not. I wouldn't say Gotham is Smallville bad because Smallville was like a teen drama. Also, Gotham really doesn't have that teen drama part to it. So if you hated Smallville because of the teen drama, go to Gotham. Also, coming sometime this year is Krypton season 2. Now I will tell you, Krypton is better than Gotham, hands down better than Gotham.
There's something.
Bless you.
Allergy season.
It is.
There's something about Krypton that I just don't like.
Well, thanks, Misty. I just gave out a
I'm being-
recommendation. She's just like,
Well,
nah, fuck him.
I'm being honest.
No, go
she
ahead.
watches it. I don't. There's something about it that I don't like. It's kind of hard for me to put my finger on it. I just feel like
It's very slow paced.
it's.
It's a very slow paced
I mean,
show.
well, now I watched like 1 or 2 episodes with you, and then I stopped, and then I kind of picked up where you were at. So I don't remember,
Krypton is so much better than Gotham. What I love about Krypton, we're supposed to be talking about Brie Larson, but
Yeah,
okay,
we
I'll
are
say this
supposed
about
to be
Krypton, and then we'll talk about Brie Larson's new Marvel deal. Krypton took a risk doing Brainiac, and they pulled it off. So I can never say that show's bad. Like, season 2 could just be shit, and I will still be like, all right, well, let's bring on season 3. Because they tried Brainiac, and they pulled it off. Season 2, Lobo, fuck yeah, let's see where that goes. Brie Larson. Fuck transitions. Brie Larson, a lot of people... I've talked to a lot of people who went and saw Captain Marvel and talk about her acting performance, and I defend her acting performance. There's no really need for her to have a strong acting performance in an origin movie, I feel. Especially when the character has lost their memory and everything, and they're not the all-powerful being.
Yeah, she's kind of coming into her own at the end of
Now, I will
the movie.
I will spoil this. Sorry, but in the post-credit scene, I won't give away the whole scene, but it is set in Endgame. Brie Larson shows up as Captain Marvel. I noticed her attire was like her costume had a little bit of a difference in it. Like it had evolved, like it had grown and everything. But like she said one line, but it was a totally different vibe than from the movie I just saw.
And again, she's like finding herself. All of this, she's been hit with like, who am I having memories? Oh, frick, I don't want to give anything away.
No, we don't have to give anything away about Captain Marvel.
But basically, based on, just watch the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, like, I mean,
I think she was a good actress with a soggy, weak-ass script. I'm not gonna call it weak. I've seen weaker, but I will say it was I will say it was a rushed script. I felt like it was rushed because they were trying to get it out before Endgame. I wouldn't say weak.
Anyway, within the context. Think of the performance within the context of what the character's going through in the movie. That's what I'll say about that. Whenever you talk about a weak ass, performance,
you'll
think about that before you judge harshly.
Well, and you'll see that you're not really, we don't need a Helen Mirren at the helm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't need a really strong actress. I think a lot of people took her Oscar win because she won an Oscar, Brie Larson. I think people took that, and I think people were like, "Oh, she better show her acting chops in this." If you're going into a superhero movie expecting the best acting ever, something's wrong with you.
I mean, it's not.
It's
Heath not like a serious drama.
Heath Ledger Jokers pop up maybe once every 6 or 7 years. Just you know what I mean. There's only one superhero, one performance in a superhero movie every couple of years. It's wow, that was amazing. Whether it's Heath Ledger's Joker or well, actually, that was the last good one.
I mean, it's not
Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin.
Not everything is supposed to blow you out of the water.
No.
I mean, I love Benedict Cumberbatch. I loved him in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I loved his character. One of the more underrated superheroes. One of the more underrated movies. But it was a good movie. It was well acted.
But it's also not a really strong Benedict Cumberbatch performance. He really doesn't have to. I mean,
the film was solid.
The film is solid. Because I feel like superhero movies, it may not have blown me out of the water, but it can blow me. Well, okay, puns. How's everything at home? But anyway, Captain Marvel's okay. I feel like superhero movies. What superhero movies need to.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, bless you. Bless you. Allergy season. What superheroes need to work off of is story and action.
Yeah.
If the story's weak and the action is weak, I don't care who's acting as who. Like Justice League, for example. I mean, I'm sure none of those. I mean, Ben Affleck was Batman. It's not a bad casting choice. Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, But look at that story. Look at that script. Look at the action in it. Totally weak.
Boring.
It was terrible. So I think what puts together a good superhero movie is the good action, the good story, and I think Captain Marvel had that. It was just okay. It wasn't meant to be a Marvel blockbuster, yet it's still a Marvel blockbuster. Because news also came out this week that Captain Marvel hit number 10 out of all their Marvel movies, 10th highest grossing Marvel movie. So people still come out and see it.
Yeah.
People still come out and see it. Now, she is signed up for 7 years.
7.
So this Captain Marvel is going to be around for more phases, obviously.
Yeah.
Actually, more phases. So we know she survives Endgame, or maybe I don't know.
We'll see.
7 years. We're going to have her around for 7 years.
There's going to be a lot going on, I think, in the MCU. There's going to be
There's a lot. We're going to report on all of it today. That's that. That's Captain Marvel.
And then...
So then news today broke that for Phase 4, Marvel's going to be working on the Eternals.
Yeah.
Now, the Eternals is a great comic book, kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just kind of... When they announced...
more space-oriented, right?
Not space-oriented. It was just like a tiny comic that could. And that was Guardians of the Galaxy. And Guardians of the Galaxy, when they said, hey, we're going to make this into a movie, everybody was just like, oh, okay, that's weird. Okay, do it. It's kind of like this. And then today... It is Angelina Jolie is in talks right now to be in the Eternals movie.
Heck
as let me point this way since it's over here as oh god, I'm gonna mispronounce this. Circe.
Is that how you?
Circe.
Circe. Well, the name is spelled Sirse.
Sirse.
But that is kind of based on Circe from Homer's Iliad.
Okay, so we'll call her Circe.
She's like a witch or something.
I'm bad at pronunciation with anything. Like, I can tell you comic book history, but you ask me to pronounce fucking Circe, I can't do it. But Angelina Jolie in talks to play Cersei. The last comic book
That's
movie.
pretty awesome.
The last comic book movie Angelina Jolie was in, if I'm not mistaken, was Wanted. Wanted was a. I didn't like it. I liked the comic book better. I always. You never saw Wanted?
No.
It was the one where the fucking bullets would go around a person, and that was mostly the movie. They just followed, like, they had a little trick where they would, like, shoot the gun, and then the gun would go around a person.
Was
and
that kind of like,
it was all over that trailer.
Was it like Matrix? Did they kind of like...
It had those Matrixy
take
kind of...
that from Matrix?
It's had those Matrixy kind of special effects.
Mm-hmm.
But the comic book was way better because it had aliens, and the beginning of it was totally different. Totally different.
Interesting.
Yeah. I could go into it.
I haven't seen an Angelina Jolie movie in a very long time. I'm a huge fan of her early work, like Foxfire, Gia. Like, I'm a huge fan of her early work. More recent stuff, Lara Croft Tomb Raider was probably one of the last movies. Mr. and Mrs. Smith was the last movie.
But Marvel's got enough money to bring in these people.
Why not? Why not?
And I'm sorry, but I'm thinking I don't know how this is gonna. I don't know what's gonna happen to the DC movie universe if Marvel keeps doing this.
Well, we're doing. I just read.
I feel like DC is gonna make the money to spite themselves.
Yeah.
But
So after like Marvel's got their Phase 4. What is it? Phase 4.
This is part of Phase 4.
This is Phase 3.
We're Endgame is Phase 3.
Okay. Yeah. So after Endgame and Spider-Man Homecoming, we have Phase 4.
Oh, it's not Spider-Man Homecoming. It's Spider-Man Far From Home.
Far From Home, sorry. After those two, so they're going to do a Black Panther sequel.
Yes.
They're going to do the Eternals.
Misty's got all this information.
I'm reading about this. They are doing a Doctor Strange sequel. Yeah, I just talked about how I love Doctor Strange. They are doing the Avengers. The Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And a Black Widow.
Which they've already put their foot in the door. Yeah. We've got some news on that. Yeah. Go ahead.
And then we've got now I totally blanked on it. A Black Widow standalone movie. And
which they've been talking about for years, and I think they're just finally going to do it because I think they figured out that like the Black Widow movie would be more appropriate for after this Avengers saga and probably better in Phase 4 because they've been talking about Black Widow movie since Phase 1.
Well, this is gonna be like it's gonna kind of go into her background as a Russian spy.
Yeah. Well, that'll be cool. It's not gonna be a big blockbuster, not meant to be a big blockbuster. I feel like it's gonna be more like a Captain Marvel. I think that movie will be just absolutely fine, like Captain Marvel.
Scarlett Johansson, she's a fantastic actress. I totally love her.
So Angelina Jolie, in talks right now for Eternals, most likely gonna just take the role, and because they can pay her whatever she wants, and they'll fit around her schedule. Seriously, it's Angelina Jolie. She's got the leverage. I will do anything she asks for to get her in this movie. The Eternals is already looking like it's gonna be. I can't believe they're doing the Eternals. That's just amazing to me. But speaking of which, she brought up Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It did not take long for James Gunn to just hit the ground rolling on his script as Adam Warlock is now being casted. If you remember the post-credit scene to Guardians of the Galaxy 2, the gold people. Who are really ugly yet strangely attractive. At the end of the movie, they're all pissed off. They have this little chamber teasing the release of Adam Warlock or creation, whatever they were planning to do. I don't know James Gunn's script. But the part of Adam Warlock is definitely happening, and the part is looking like it may go to Zac Efron.
You know?
What? Go ahead. What do you think about Zac Efron?
His early work, like when I was in college when High School Musical came out, and one of my friends was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go see it," and I was like, Psh, "Come on, dude. That's something that the high school kids are watching." Oh my gosh. So yeah, at first I didn't have very much respect for Zac Efron.
I don't think.
I'm trying to think of what I've seen him in.
You and I, because I think I was like a senior when High School Musical came out?
Nah.
Yeah, I was a senior. Yeah.
No,
Maybe
High
a
School Musical
year.
came
Maybe
out in
a
like 07.
maybe I was about to say maybe a year after. I graduated. It came out. It was either my senior year or a year after.
Am I really that much older than you? Or
You're not really. Well, okay, we can
Like,
have this discussion
no.
later.
No, because I was like I was.
You're an old woman. Look.
I did.
She just had her
did
birthday.
just
That's a terrible fucking thing to say.
Yeah, I just had a birthday on Tuesday, so.
I took a new mood pill, so we don't know how I am today.
Anyway.
Well, what I was saying was like,
Zac Efron.
I don't think anybody, because we're older than the target demographic of High School Musical. I don't think we're gonna respect anything in High School Musical. It wasn't until someone made me sit down and watch 17 again with Zac Efron, Matthew Perry. And it's when Matthew Perry has comes under a spell and wakes up as his younger self, and he's Zac Efron. He has to go to high school again.
So it's a body switching.
It's a body switching movie.
Like Freaky Friday.
But it's funny. It's got Leslie Mann.
But it's funny.
It's hilarious. It's got Leslie
Mann.
It's got Matthew Perry. It's got Thomas Lennon, the mustache cop from Reno 911.
Okay.
It's got a lot of good people in it. It just happens to be one of them switcheroo body movies or whatever the hell. But that's when I really started respecting Zac Efron. And, you see some comedies like Neighbors with Seth Rogen. Some of his comedic performances have been fine. Now, if you're going to give me Zac Efron from Baywatch, the movie, or just the Mike and Dave Have Wedding Dates, just some of these little roles he's been taking that I haven't liked. But there have been some roles that Zac Efron's played where I'm like, yeah, dude can act. I wouldn't mind seeing him in it as Adam Warlock. And again, the MCU, Zac Efron, Angelina Jolie.
Why
not to
not?
put them at the same tier, but Zac Efron would be a great pull. Who's DC gonna get? What? Is there anybody left for DC? Now, these aren't exclusive.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck doesn't even want to be Ben. Ben Affleck doesn't even want to be Ben Affleck.
Casey Affleck.
Casey Affleck is his career's down the toilet.
Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer Garner's too busy taking Ben Affleck to rehab.
Let's think about this. Would they ever cast Brad Pitt in something?
Ooh, I would see Brad Pitt as something, yeah.
But also
they wouldn't put him and Angelina in the same movie, though.
But also why not?
They're divorced now.
No shit.
You didn't hear?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Brad was turning into.
Is he cheating on her?
Brad was turning into a big alcoholic and shit, and getting drunk on the plane. I don't know why I'm covering this up.
I didn't know this. Did he cheat on her at all?
No, but he would he would get drunk and get violent and abusive.
No, I didn't
Not
know this.
abusive, but just verbally abusive. And I think the last straw was they were on a plane. I think they had just adopted their 19th kid.
Yeah.
That's not true. But they were on a plane back from somewhere, and he was just fucking plastered, yelling at the pilots, yelling at the flight attendants, yelling at Angelina. And then she took the kid, whatever kids were with her, because they got so many kids.
4 or 5.
Immediately took the kids with her and left Brad at the airport bar or something, and that's when the separation occurred.
Wow.
And now they're divorced and stuff.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But okay, another really fantastic actor that MCU has.
Okay.
Freaking Green Goblin, Jake Gyllenhaal. Come on.
No, he's Mysterio.
What the?
He's Mysterio in Spider-Man: Far From Home.
I could have sworn.
You're thinking of Maggie Gyllenhaal, who would play an excellent Green Goblin.
No, they have Jake Gyllenhaal though. That my point is.
I've been shitting on Maggie Gyllenhaal since I was 17 years old. I don't think it's gonna stop.
My point is that they have Jake Gyllenhaal. That is.
They have Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio.
Who else? Who else is there?
I mean, yeah, that's the question.
This is a thinker. I think DC would hire. Do you think DC would hire Brad Pitt? Because of the.
I mean, he could be. Oh no, he's too. He could probably be an Oliver Queen Green Arrow.
Okay.
But that's the only thing I could see him as.
I'm curious. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm kind of taking this and running with it.
I think. Sorry, I got the burps. I think DC should probably do the unknowns thing. Just cast really good unknowns. Just put a veteran actor in an ensemble, not the starring role, just an ensemble role. Like Doom Patrol has Brendan Fraser and Timothy Dalton, and then the rest of the cast are pretty much unknowns except for Alan Tudyk. Do it like that, DC. You should, because Marvel's just buying up everybody they can. And you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the WWF, WCW Monday Nitro, the Monday Night Wars, where WCW was dominant, almost put WWF out of business by buying everybody. Buying, sound familiar? What did WWF do? They homebrew. They found unknowns and made them stars.
Yeah.
DC should just do that. Why not? It worked for WWF because they eventually bought WCW out. Now, I'm not saying anybody's getting bought out, but you need to do something, DC.
Yeah.
You need to do something. Angelina Jolie, Zac Efron.
We gotta.
Gotham's ending. Gonna take a month. Sorry, I'm still on that.
If we're thinking, I'm thinking about all the great actors that they had in all the
Marvel
TV
could get
shows.
Meryl Streep. Marvel could probably get Meryl Streep to do something, and then she'll win an Oscar for it because that's just Meryl Streep.
They had, Sigourney Weaver in Daredevil. We had
Meryl Streep takes a poop, and they nominate her butt.
Oh God, just so many great actors.
But is that our whole Marvel block, or do we have another one? I'm pretty sure that is our Marvel block. Now, we got a movie to get into. Misty hasn't seen the trailer for, so we're going to do something fun. Misty is going to watch the trailer for the very first time right here on Nerd Alert. It is the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark trailer.
Oh,
yes, this is nerdy. Yes, this is nerdy.
This is a big deal because I read these books as a child and they scared the poop out of me. And I recently bought all the books a couple months ago.
So,
all right.
We are going to leave the mic sound on. We're going to show you the full trailer with the sound on. For this one, I don't care about copyright claims on YouTube. We're not monetizing this episode in any way, shape, or form. And we are still giving analysis through her voice. So completely legal. All right, well, not completely if you live in Europe. Yikes. Anyway, so we're going to get to the... Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
I am ready. Do I look ready?
You and I used to read these books as kids. So this is pretty much our whole life in the making right here. Ladies, this is Misty's live reaction, audio only, to the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark trailer. Oh boy, here we go. She's never seen it. I've got it. I've got it all pulled up at 0. I can't wait for this. If it's too loud, let me know. Okay. All right, Misty.
I will thumbs down if it. Wait, hold on.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh shit. That was the background I found from the book.
I love it.
You like it? Yeah. All right, Misty.
That's the girl.
We will switch back to the screen and get Misty's analysis on what she saw. But guys, enjoy if you haven't seen it. From producer Guillermo del Toro and the director whose name I can't remember. This is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark teaser. Enjoy.
This looks like a Stephen King movie.
Stories about me.
Ooh.
Horrible stories.
La Llorona.
But they don't realize I have scary stories of my own.
Oh.
What are you those noises?
Tell me a story.
You're gonna die.
Andrea of I can't pronounce.
Ooh, creepy cornfields and a scarecrow. All right.
But you hear the music.
Bellows' book.
Hear the music is.
The stories write themselves, and it all comes alive.
Really? That guy?
You don't read the book. The book reads you. I'm afraid I'm gonna die, Dad.
We're next. We're next.
Ew. Oh, yeah. Wow, that was kind of creepy.
We flinched. We fucking
Wait, did
flinched. We both
Oh,
flinched when
which
she touched
way-
the fucking paper.
Okay. So I remember a good portion. I'm thinking about like what stories these are coming around. So Gil Bellows is the police officer dude. The sheriff.
I like the fact
Hank from Breaking Bad is the
Hank.
dad.
I always love seeing
Yeah.
Hank from Breaking Bad in anything. What I really like about I like the risk of taking all the stories and making
Mhm.
one overarching story and trying to put the best of the scary stories in that story.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy the overall plot, but I'll probably enjoy the nostalgia and the live action references of some of the stories that scared me from the book.
Mhm.
So far, I see cast of unknowns with Hank from
Mhm.
Breaking Bad and everything. And I don't know, could be good, could be cool. Mighty Vicious. Have you watched Haunting of Hill
Ooh,
House on Netflix yet?
No.
That's a
we
tongue
haven't.
twister. Mighty Vicious, welcome to Nerd Alert, by the way.
Welcome.
Long time no see. Love you, bro. Would love to have you on Nerd Alert sometime.
Yeah.
Had to teach me how to do the Google
Um,
camera thing, but yeah, should definitely check it out. We will. We are actually checking out, and we're really late on the game on this. Love, Sex, and Robots. We just started watching the first
That's-
episode of that.
Like that's really late. That's really late in the
We're
game.
about like 1-2 weeks in the
like,
game.
we're-
Everybody's been talking about it on Facebook for a while now.
We're like super late in the game on for haunting.
Oh yeah,
Haunting
we are
on Hill
super
House.
late
But
on the haunting stuff. Yeah.
but I love horror related anything, so I mean that's totally up my alley.
So what did you think of the scary stories to tell in the dark trailer overall?
I liked it. I kind of like the idea of them finding the book.
The overarching story.
Yes, I like that. I like that's a period piece. I just love period pieces. It makes me feel nostalgic to a time that I never lived in. you
Yeah,
know?
that's one reason I like Captain Marvel.
And that's what TV has done. TV and movies have done a good job conditioning me to feel that way.
I liked Captain Marvel for that reason. I felt like I was watching a '90s movie with Captain Marvel almost. I mean, you take out the
Yeah.
special effects, but throw in all the rest, it felt
Mhm.
like a '90s movie. Love, Death, and Robots is amazing. We watched the first episode,
Mhm.
and then I had to show her the yogurt when the yogurt took over. I have to. Haven't seen Captain Marvel yet, unfortunately. Mighty Vicious, I will save you some money. Wait till it comes out digitally because look, it's an okay movie.
Yeah.
It's fine. I wouldn't pay movie theater prices to go see it and have to go through the whole bullshit of children and other people and
Right.
food concessions line.
We-
No, I almost lost my shit when we saw
Oh,
Captain
it
Marvel in
was-
that concession line.
It must
Woo.
have been it must have been spring break week.
I
for
guess
the
it
area
was,
schools.
but I will say about Captain Marvel. So I'm pissed off throughout our whole movie trip experience. I'm talking about getting there, concession stand. It can't be worse than that horrible shit smear known as Aquaman.
We never
It
saw
is
that.
better than Aquaman.
We never
I will
saw
say,
that.
so I walk into the theater, I sit down pissed off before Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel plays. I'm not more pissed off. I'm calmed down. I'm actually in a way better mood. Captain Marvel's pretty decent, but I wouldn't go see it in the movie theater because I don't think it's worth the trouble of all the people in the concession and stuff. Endgame, maybe.
I mean, it just depends on when you go.
I can't even rewatch Aquaman.
There
It
was
was so
the-
bad. You know, dude, I saw it in Kroger today, our grocery store. I was almost about to pick it up. And I was like, you know what? I just don't trust DC yet. Everybody giving Shazam good reviews. I don't trust it. I do not trust it. They are really good at making trailers, though. Let's be honest. They are really good at making trailers. And then there's the movies suck. But this movie, we're definitely going to go see it. She's going to drag me out to it. And I'm going to cry like a little bitch.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm a huge horror movie person, so
She didn't flinch once during that show, except for the
but
part at
I
the
knew
end.
I know what's gonna come out of her face. So
Oh yeah, so do I.
I know what's gonna
I was-
come out of her face, so I was waiting for it.
It's one of my favorite stories in the book. It was only like a
I've got it.
page long.
I've got to bone up on my stories though, because I started reading the first book recently.
Yeah. I think
Um,
it's in the first book. I'm not as judgmental of DC's films either. I did a huge post about Aquaman on Facebook today. Oh wow. Well, I'm kind of judgmental on DC's films because they've all been terrible. Well, except Wonder Woman.
I just don't see Ben Affleck as a good
Oh,
Batman.
but he's gone now. Thank God he's gone.
I forgot about that. But
Let's
I
just
just
bring in Keanu Reeves, Fix the franchise.
Keanu Reeves is actually really good.
Okay, thank you. I thought
And-
you were gonna disagree with
No,
me. I was gonna
Keanu
get
Reeves,
violent and angry.
He's aging very well.
He's aging very well. He
Um,
has the dark Bruce Wayne past.
He like literally does.
I'll fight anyone. Ben Affleck was the best Batman so far, and I'll fight anyone about it. Look, it's not that Ben Affleck was a bad Batman. It was just like Ben Affleck off camera was bad Ben Affleck. Like, and it was affecting the whole Batman thing. Now, I agree with you. He's not as terrible as Val Kilmer. You know, he's not. Val Kilmer had a lisp. But, like, you know.
He had a lisp? What?
Yeah, Val Kilmer had a lisp. It was a lispy Bruce Wayne. Oh, God, that fucking movie.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
But I somewhat agree with you. Ben Affleck's not a bad Batman. He probably should have just lost a couple of weight. But how can you lose weight when you're drinking whiskey every day?
There is such a
Believe
thing.
me, I know.
There is such a thing as I'm thinking of the wrong I'm thinking about suspension of disbelief. That's not what I'm thinking of. That's not the correct term that I'm thinking of. I mean, this is why I don't really care to know much about what happens to what my favorite celebrities or whatever, my favorite actors. I don't care about what goes on in their personal life. I just want to see who they portray on screen. It's kind of like wrestling. It would really break it for me if I knew much about my favorite wrestlers' real lives. It would break that illusion for me.
Oh, really? Because
Yes.
I tell you every day what's going on in their real lives. Because I'm a
Like,
fucking asshole and get that
just
information.
just in general, you know.
It's all about who plays both Batman and Bruce Wayne. Most actors are good at one or the other. Affleck was good at both, and I agree with that. But I will also say, George Clooney did a good job
did.
as Batman and Bruce Wayne.
I
I don't
agree.
think it was as good as Ben Affleck. I thought Ben Affleck did a good job, but it could have been better if only Affleck would just clean up his life. You know, and I've been there. But also, I don't have millions of dollars, though. You know, I don't have millions of dollars. I can't just fly anywhere I want to. I'm not a big movie star. You know what I mean? So to me, when I look at Ben Affleck, and look, I'm an alcoholic, almost 4 years sober, and he's got alcohol and pain pills and just whatever he's stuffed. I can't relate to him because he's got more money than I do, but I don't know about his problems, but it's just like, hey man, you Batman now, get it together. No matter where you go, there you are. Exactly. Okay, so we've got a new subject to talk about on Nerd Alert. We've brought in a new one. A couple weeks ago, we started doing Disney, right?
Yeah.
Now we got a new segment. We're doing video games now. Yesterday, the video game world was shocked when this logo just started popping up on videos, and all of a sudden, we're getting teaser trailers.
Did it?
5 years in the making. Borderlands 3. Oh my god. Wanking motion. Exactly. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or serious. And also, I don't know, how do y'all change the color of y'all's text in the... Anyway.
That's cool.
That is cool. I don't know how to do that. Sarcastic.
Sarcastic.
Bro, I am so pumped for Borderlands 3. And yes, we've got the trailer. We're going to look at the trailer right now. They did the teaser trailer, and then today they came out with an official trailer. We're going to watch the official trailer right now. If you're in Europe, so sorry. Get your government together. Article 13. Hey, Brexit. What? Ah! Sorry. Not like we're any better.
Oh.
Jesus.
Welcome,
That went off
new
the rails.
viewers.
That went off the rails. Let me get my soapbox real quick. No, let's go to this. Don't get me wrong, though. It's a great game, but we'll see how far they've evolved the gameplay. Dude, watch this official trailer. It makes some new announcements about what's going to be in Borderlands 3, and let's talk about it coming back. Here we go. Enjoy. This is the Borderlands 3 trailer. That is the Borderlands 3 trailer right there. I was sold on billions of guns. That's the part I was sold on. Billions of guns.
I've never played the game, but I mean, it was an entertaining watch.
It's my fault. My gaming has just changed. I need more than shooting and looting. I need more than shooting and looting, but don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
the game looks beautiful as they always do. I'd just love to see more options in traversal and vertical gameplay, a detailed melee system without one repeated animation. You know what? I absolutely agree with you, Mighty Vicious. I never actually thought about the mechanics of the game, or at least what needed to be fixed. Hold on, I'm just changing up the green screen so we don't come off as see-through. There we go.
Oh.
I don't know why it does that. It just switches back and forth like that, and I just wish Streamlabs would just do a color wheel. Just a color wheel, because I got a lime green screen, not a green. Anyway, basically, I was in it for billions of guns, and I'm with you. I just started raging on Division 2 because of this loot and shoot system, but it's fine. I'll beat it. I'm on the last mission. I'm gonna beat it. Borderlands 3, I'm really excited. One of the things I'm really excited about Borderlands, maybe it's just me, I love the soundtrack to the Borderlands games. The first one, and people can disagree with me all they want to. I feel the first one launched the band Cage the Elephant with Ain't No Rest for the Wicked. I feel
don't
like
know.
that game helped Cage the Elephant's career. And then
That song did become big. on
that
the
song
radio.
did become big right after Borderlands, like when Borderlands put it out as a trailer, and they would put it out as a TV trailer. Because this was like way before YouTube and Facebook and MySpace,
It's like that.
before YouTube
was-
and Facebook and Twitter were the medium for advertising video games, movies, and TV. MySpace. Borderlands was putting their TV promo on TV with Cage the Elephant's Ain't No Rest for the Wicked. All of a sudden, Cage the Elephant's getting radio play. This game helped. This game was like Madden to Cage the Elephant. And Madden used to like explode musicians with their Madden soundtrack. And I think Borderlands really helped Cage the Elephant. And then there was the soundtrack in Borderlands 2, which was amazing. That conference yesterday was atrocious, though. Did not see any of the conferences. I'm going to have to just send me the YouTube link just for my own personal. Ralphie wants to interrupt the stream again. Come here, Ralphie. Ralphie
He
wants to
probably
make
sees
an
another
appearance.
dog outside.
Ralphie wants to
Come
make
here,
an
Ralph.
appearance.
Hey.
Ralphie's making
Hey,
his
buddy.
third consecutive appearance on
he's
Nerd Alert.
just gonna smell.
He's gonna smell some booby. But
Thank
yeah,
you.
that was Borderlands 3. But I'm excited for the game. I did not look up an expected release date, but it is coming out. I'm sure it'll have pre-orders and a beta, and we will do it all right here on Red Nebula Pictures. I love that the developers think people care about them and try to be personal and chat on all platforms, and are just like, show the trailer, shut up. Kind of sad, but man. I kind of liked this trailer, though. I liked that they were just like, here's what we got, here's some funny stuff, here's a good song, oh, we're gonna have billions of guns. And then I saw like a futuristic city in there that really intrigued me. I'm gonna get the game. Don't know if I'm gonna pre-order. I haven't really pre-ordered anything since probably No Man's Sky. I learned my lesson with that. Didn't pre-order Anthem. Thank God for that. Woo-hoo! But definitely gonna Borderlands 3 is gonna be something I'm definitely picking up, purchasing, and streaming. Anthem is garbage. Anthem is massive garbage. Oh my God, we dodged a bullet on that one, sweetie. And I say we because that would have been a $60 purchase that she would have been totally upset with. If she would have sat down and saw that game, she'd have been like, you spent $60 on this shit. She can even recognize terrible video games. But anyway, so that concludes all the segments we have today on Nerd Alert, but we have still more to talk about. Just FYI, reminder, we will be filming episodes of whatever the fuck this show's called.
Nerd Alert.
Of Nerd Alert. We'll be filming episodes of Nerd Alert at the Fan Expo Dallas Comic-Con May 3rd through the 5th. So if you haven't, have you had your dick ripped off by Sirico yet and played until you grew a tank cock? I did put AMA in the subject headings. No, I have not played that game yet. I'm on Division 2 right now. It's either that game or Mortal Kombat 11 next on the list. Haven't made decisions, but I've been watching streams of that game. And yeah, looks pretty good. Pretty good. Divs. It's much better than the first one, Mighty. It's much better. But we're going to be recording episodes May 3rd through the 5th at Fan Expo Dallas. So if you haven't, I can't express this enough. There's our YouTube link.
Yes.
Go subscribe to our YouTube. We're going to be showing our segments during live episodes of Nerd Alert. So we're right here. We'll be like, hey, we got a great interview with so-and-so. And then we show it. But it will all be on the YouTube. All of our adventures at Fan Expo Dallas will be on the YouTube right there to watch.
Yeah.
So give us a follow, give us a sub, all that good stuff. And if you haven't yet, join the Red Nebula Pictures Discord and always know when we're gonna stream Nerd Alert, or I'm just streaming video games, or she's streaming video games. By the way, we're gonna make her start streaming video games.
There's
It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really fun. If you like rage quits, this one.
If you like to see someone who's like, how do I move my head? Like, that's me.
Holding the controller upside down.
Like looking all around like.
Picture VR, except she's not wearing a headset. Just picture that.
That's me.
So, but we've had some exciting things happen. We're actually like having meetings. We're actually planning for this, and like it
Yes.
really hasn't hit us yet that this is about to happen. But coming in the next couple of weeks, we're about to get a list of who we can interview and who not. Some very exciting stuff, and we want you all to be a part of it, which is why we're bringing a camera and we're doing all this. It's really exciting.
This information is exclusive to this channel.
This
too.
information is
Like,
exclusive to this channel. You're not hearing this anywhere else.
Not on our Facebook page. It's not on our YouTube.
If you
It's-
watch Nerd Alert, you get all the info before our Facebook does, before our YouTube does. It's just you and us. You and us. So, May 3rd through the 5th. Just to let y'all know who's coming, we got Rainn Wilson from The Office coming to Fan Expo Dallas. The whole cast of Back to the Future. The whole cast.
Sean Astin.
The whole
We
cast
got-
of It.
We got the guys from the Goonies.
David Harbour from Stranger Things and Hellboy coming up, which next week we will be looking at the
Yes.
Hellboy trailer, talking Hellboy, comparing the differences between Ron Perlman's Hellboy and this new Hellboy coming up. If I could be honest, just a little sneak peek next week. I kind of like the old Hellboy better, but we're going to examine the trailer. We're going to do all that next week. But May 3rd through the 5th, recording at Fan Expo Dallas. Hopefully we can get an interview with David Harbour. Hellboy. It just, we'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about it, but I think Mighty seems to agree with me. And by the way, Misty's film, This World Won't Break, if you live in the Dallas area. Oh, do I still have the, I don't. You know what?
It's cool. We can,
We'll go back to the live scene.
like,
This World Won't Break. I can actually pull the trailer up right quickly, and we can just, like, show you guys.
we were screening at the Dallas International Film Festival in April. I believe we have 2 screenings. One is April 13th and one is April 16th. We'll have to post that on our Facebook, on Nerd Alert's Facebook page.
Oh, we'll be posting
Yeah.
on Nerd Alert's Facebook page probably after the episode. Also, after tonight's episode, we have a new episode of Crowd's Fault available on the YouTube. Me and Jake. Today's episode is going to be about the Jussie Smollett getting the charges dropped, and Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlин's whole deal. And we're going to be cracking jokes through all that. We have a special guest comic named Michael Brown. Really, really funny. But anyway, This World... Very nice.
Mighty.
Congrats. Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
we're about to show you the trailer for that movie.
I crewed on the film. I wasn't the genius behind it, but I crewed on it.
She was
I
an
worked on
AD,
it.
assistant director.
Yeah.
She puts in a lot of work. I've seen her on sets
it's hard
before.
work.
She's brought me before, which is terrible. She never should bring me to anything. I think the day she brought me to a shoot, they were going to have a sex scene, and when she found out the sex scene was that day, she was like, oh, I got to get Dan out of here. We can't have him in here while he's... Because I'm so immature.
Yeah. It was most definitely a closed set that day.
Oh, yeah, it was closed for Dan. Definitely. I'm sorry about the ear rape going on with my laugh. But we're going to show the trailer right now for This World Won't Break, screening at the Dallas International Film Festival. This is a movie Misty worked on, but tickets are now available. Do you have a website? Angelica, just look up the Angelica Theater.
No. I don't know. We will post it on Facebook.
Okay, we will post it on Facebook when we get that information, but enjoy the trailer. Seriously, this is not a B movie by any means. This doesn't even look like one of your normal local movie. You know what I mean? When a local production puts on a movie, this looks really good.
It's a low budget movie, but don't shudder at that. It's
Don't
a
shudder.
well produced, low budget movie.
Don't you shudder. Anyway, here's the trailer for it. We'll come right back with the closing stuff
With
to
our
the
closer.
episode. With
How
our
about that?
closers. Thank you. Words. Anyway, enjoy this trailer. This is This World Won't Break. She did this.
Hey, Dante. Hey, man, I got cut out early tonight. I got a show. Bubba's coming out.
Seriously, dude, I got a hot date tonight.
You got a hot date?
Nah, I'm married, dude. Got no hot date. I got your back, bro. What's your name again?
Wes Milligan.
Where you from, Wes? You got a band?
No, sir, but I was hoping maybe that Bubba might let me get on the radio today and play some songs.
No, I don't think that's the way it's gonna work. See, I play the hits of country music that people record. I make them hits because I play them on my radio show. But I appreciate you coming in.
Charlene?
No, Wes, nobody's trying to make a record around here. We just do what we gotta do. We all wake up, put our pants on one leg at a time.
Why don't you come up with me to the house? What do you think, You know, since Mom's been gone, it's quiet,
What are you doing up here looking all lonely?
Not lonely, just alone.
You have a special talent, Wes. You have a gift, man. I'm serious. One day you're gonna own this town.
Man, the first thing I'd do if I owned this town was sell it.
You know it's okay, right? We don't always have to have everything figured out. We don't always have to carry that around. Past. Sometimes people make their own choices, and we just gotta move on.
Just thought I'd be a lot farther along than I am right now.
Who cares if no one knows who you are right now? Because in 50 years, when we're all long gone, people are going to be telling their grandkids about Wes Milligan.
And that was This World Won't Break, screening at the Dallas International Film Festival.
Yeah.
Tickets will be available soon. We'll have
Tickets are on sale.
Tickets are on sale. We'll have the ticket link on our Facebook if you live in the DFW area, the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We'll have the ticket link to go see this. It looks good. I know her to not partake in bad movies. Everything she's shown me. Everything she's shown me has been a quality film. Legacy Bomber, how you doing? A friend of mine runs a recording studio in VA Beach called Whiskey Bear Studios.
Bear.
That
That's
movie
funny.
looked very nice. Thank you. Well, I mean, you should say
I was
thank you.
the assistant director, I just helped organize things and people, and we all worked our butts off on this, and I appreciate everyone watching and appreciate the support, and
And hopefully,
I'm gonna be working. Hopefully, I'll be working on more.
Hopefully, yeah, she'll work on it more, and we'll be advertising. We'll be showing, not advertising. We'll be showing more trailers, and maybe one day show a whole film right here on Nerd Alert.
Oh, that would be cool.
So next week on Nerd Alert, we're gonna be talking about various things: Hellboy, here, there, new video games, all that stuff. But then Sunday, I'm thinking of a WrestleMania viewing stream from Nerd Alert.
Is that this Sunday?
That is not this Sunday.
Okay.
Next Sunday.
Okay.
Not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. WrestleMania is looking like it's going to be a 7-hour event. I was thinking of just putting it here on the TV and then doing live commentary while WrestleMania is going right here on the stream, whole 7 hours. Of course, you don't have to be here the whole 7 hours. I'm the only one dumb enough to do it. But, yeah, the uptime, we're about to end right now. The show's only like an hour, 20 minutes long, Legacy. But thank you. Welcome. You can catch all previous episodes of Nerd Alert right here at our YouTube channel. Let me just hit you with that. Get 'em, chat bot. Bam! Yeah, you can check out all previous episodes of Nerd Alert right there, Legacy Bomber. Anyway, that's going to conclude this week's Nerd Alert. So tune in next week. We're going to talk Hellboy. We got so much more to talk about now that Gotham's gone. We can just fit it in, but we're going to definitely begin doing the Hellboy comparisons between David Harbour's Hellboy and Ron Perlman's Hellboy. We're going to be talking about just upcoming video games. Pretty much all things nerdy, because that's this show. It's Nerd Alert for a reason. Bye, Hellboy, Mighty Vicious. Thank you for coming in. What's up, Dan? I'm doing good. Legacy, I don't think you've met Misty. Misty,
Hey,
Legacy,
nice to meet
Misty.
you.
This is our weekly talk show, Nerd Alert. Always, every Friday at 5 p.m. But next week, gonna do a special one Sunday, 7-hour event. Gonna just do live commentary during WrestleMania. So basically, you pop on WrestleMania, you pop on Red Nebula Pictures Twitch channel, and I roast the fuck out of WrestleMania. Because I'm really going to be disappointed in the card. If you watch wrestling, then you know the card. Let's make fun of it together. Sunday, live event, the Red Nebula Pictures Riffing WrestleMania stream. That's what we're calling it.
Riffing WrestleMania.
Riffing WrestleMania stream. That's next week. For Nerd Alert, I'm Dan.
I'm Misty.
Guys, thank you so much for the new follow, Kyle. Thank you so much for the new follow. GGEZ. I don't know what that means, but I like it. I don't know. Jizz?
Jeez.
Jizz? Jizz? Jizz. Anyway, guys, thank you for the new follow. Thank you, everybody. Mighty Vicious coming in here talking. Good game, easy win. Nice. Okay, I'm going to use that from now on. Thank you, Mighty Vicious. Legacy Bomber, a little bit late to the party, but it's okay.
And thanks for
Love
everyone
having
who's
you.
tuning in. Who
Puns
tuned in
for all,
today.
everybody that came in.
Yeah.
For Nerd Alert once again, I'm Dan.
I'm Misty.
See you next week, guys. What are we going to leave them on? Oh, let's just leave them on, let's just leave them on that. Let's leave them on,
I mean, what?
I guess we'll just leave on the stream.
And watch out for a new episode of Crowd's Fault.
Crowd's Fault coming right after this episode on our YouTube. Make
Yeah.
sure you subscribe. See you guys later.